Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining tonight's session. This is going to be as fast as possible. If you're just joining us, kindly tell us your name and where you were joining us from. Tell us your name and where you're joining us from. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are joining us from. Welcome, welcome, and welcome. We wait for some time and then we start. Like I said, I don't need, yes, it will be a good, because let me stop using my mouth and be spoiled and be projecting things and saying things that are not nice. I would love to have us here in thousands and millions and billions of people life. But now we're starting everybody. Once I see 5 people, 10 people, I'm good. I'll start. But then, as we are growing, the numbers will be increasing. So growing, the numbers will be increasing. So having said that, so let's just go over to the chat. I don't have to wait for everybody. Anytime you join, welcome to the party. Anytime you join, welcome to the party. So let's go. I want to make sure everybody can hear me. Okay, let me use mine and test it myself. I want to make sure everybody can hear me. I want to make sure everybody can hear me. I want to make sure everybody can hear me. I want to make sure everybody can hear me. I want to make sure everybody can hear me. Okay. Um, we're good. The voice is nice, and I can see my screen, everything from here. So we're good. So this week we'll start from the channel, which is Telegram channel, of course. Everything we do is from that channel. Everything we do, from the top down to the list, everything is done from the channel. So on Monday, we backtested the few pairs that we have. We backtested the few pairs that we have. We have on Monday, that was it 6th of January? I'll be 5th. Yeah, it's 5th. It's 5th. So we started first off on the 5th of January. We started with GBP USD. So that was started with GBP USD. GBP USD. So how did that pan out? It was a decent 1:8. If you even left it, it's 1:10, 1:11. But then, of course, most people left at 1:3 and 1:4 and all that. And then some missed it, of course. Most of people missed it. But then I called it from the down, from the 1 hour time frame. I said it is simple. For the fact this guy has broken this thank you. It's from this point I even called it. So this break that happened here and price came back and broke again, came back and broke again. It was somewhere here when I called it. Then thank God it came back. That was the best sniper I had this week. And that was it. I called that trade, and before 10 a.m., it was reach 10 a.m. Self, it did our 1 is to 3. And then immediately 1 is to 3, I called it 1 is to 3. And then people that left. People that missed it, it came back again. But coming back, not to the entry again, it came back close to the entry, almost a peep to the entry. Can I use a rule from this point to this point? Use the entry. Is 1.5 pips. 1.5 pips. 0 bars. So it's 0.0000 something. So, like I said already, it is not expected. Very, very expected. So for me, if I took this one and price comes back to this point, I can take it and put my SL now here, which is it will now be like this. And then SL is now here below this one. So give it space. I said it already. If this is your low and then this is 13 pips, add more extra 5. 13 plus 5 is 18. So make it 19. It's even too much safe. So that no, this one is too much. So add extra 2 or 3 is fine. Like this is fine. So from that point, the 1 is to 3 should not be around this region, which is here. You see, 1 is to 3 around that region. So it is realistic because that is the last high that GBP USD did before this move. So from that point, you can now say, okay, I'm breaking even. I can now hold to whenever. Once I see a nonsense rejection, because like I told you before, price moves from sell side liquidity to buy side liquidity. It doesn't just wait. So from here, stops here. From there, went to that point. So from this point, you already taking your partials, which is 1 is to 4, 1 is to 3. Take your partials, or let's say you want to enjoy your trades. Once you've seen that the external range liquidity is still far, which means it will clear all this place. Of course, from this point, which is this point, it took it out and then came back, took out this one, and then it didn't come back and you started going. But if you're putting your stop loss or your TP very in unrealistic positions, like now you say you want it to be somewhere here, and there is no liquidity that is going to drop price to come to that point. So I don't know what you were doing. I don't know what you're doing at the end of the day, because this is going to be a worst call of your life. So your profit should be at least on the body closure of the last external range from where you are trading from. This is the last external range on the body here. On the tip itself is even risky, but then on the body, so that you know that price must come there first before any possible rejection. But having an unrealistic goal of 10R, it might not work for you every time. Unless you see something like this, you've seen your 5R, you take out your 1R, which is that's your risk. You can now leave others at break even. And now you see came down and broke even. But then if you kept your target at that range liquidity high, you're having a decent 5R plus 3R here already. You've already made 8% on these two trades. 8% on these two trades. So on Monday, we did numbers on this guy. For me, I'll be using 3R because that is the realistic target that I set for myself. And it has been working for me for years. So I cannot just move on from it because of something someone said or what someone thinks. I don't trade by what I think or what you think. I trade with data. I trade with data. So having said that, the GBP USD smashed our TP, and as you can see in the group, it was clearly shown. It was clearly shown from beginning till the end. So the next one is GBP NZD. I never liked the way this pair was moving, but I didn't just say I'm not gonna do because after the trade, I took out time to analyze every pair and know the one that makes more sense, the one that I can really bank put my money on because you're not just taking trades because you feel like taking trades, right? You take trades because it resonates with your edge and everything. So with GBP NZD, we called it to be a sell from the top, this top, from this top here. And I told you people, price was here that time I called it. Price was uh somewhere around here. And I'm like, well, if you see your sell, you can be selling small, small while waiting for price to come to this place. So maybe this one will be from Monday. You can see price came here and rejected from this point. So that will be from Monday. But like I've already shown you the direction, right? Your own is just to go to 1 hour time frame or 30 minutes and start looking for rejections. Start looking for rejections. It's the same thing. Start looking for rejections. This one, I saw it because this is simple now. This is a pure liquidity, bullish momentum, and from that point, this one took it out to this point. So I don't really need anyone to tell me that for the fact I no reach here, it means it's still coming up. So once price came back to this point, I took a short sell, and you can see my risk to reward 3 hour. I'm not looking for too much. I'm not looking for too much. So 3 hour, I'm out. And it started coming back again. And if I want to be greedy, I'll just be, but then this is why I can't even take any sell here again because it did not take out this low that was created from this my sell that I took. Remember, this is I said this about I talk about in my mentorship most of the time about buy sell liquidity, sell side liquidity, and buy side liquidity. So now this buy that happened here cleared to this point, but refused to come to this low. So for the fact that this guy wasn't taking out, I cannot continue selling from this place. It will be me gambling. Because why? This place is like what? A range. From this point now, it's like a range. So if you enter here, is either you take your stop loss out or you can't even take your take profit out because if you're selling here, if you're selling somewhere here, which you don't even know, because stop loss is somewhere here, and then your TP is only 1:3. Oh shit, this one worked, but it doesn't mean it will work every time. 1:3 is somewhere here, and most of the time it will not work. This one must break and then come back. As this one broke and came back, I took this sell. So I couldn't take this sell again because it is outside my plan. Remember, like I always say, you can be doing something wrong and make money. The problem is you cannot profitably and consistently make that money. So you can do nonsense and make money. So don't think that you are lucky. It's just don't think that you sabi. It's just luck. And then this guy have finally approaching TP at 6 hour, but then we're already good where we were because we left somewhere here at 3 hour here. We left somewhere here at 3 hour. So the 6 hour is just for, like I told you already, knowing where the price is going to, which is this place. So that's why I took the TP to that point. So price will get to that point. So for this one, if you follow my entry models, you would have caught small, at least one sell here. But for next week, our POI is still inside this region. So price have already stopped here. So we'll see how market closes this today. In less than 2 hours, market will close, and they will know how it is going. So if you're just joining us now, tell us your name and where you're joining us from. So the third one we talked about early this week on Monday was USD JPY. The third pair we talked about this week was USD JPY. This is a very interesting pair in all sense of it. But this week, it did something I did not understand. Like I told you, this entry here was key level entry. So you cannot, as a trader, you should be, you should have a lot of things in your arsenal, not just one, not just two, a lot. A lot of them should be in your arsenal. So, like I said, for the fact that this guy came back up to this point that we should sell from here. That was on Monday, I'll be Tuesday. Yeah, it's on Monday. And I sent the entry and it was going well. It got well to this point, almost 2 hour, right? 2 hour. And I'm beginning to see change of character happening, doing this thing, giving me higher momentum. Immediately price got to somewhere here. I told you guys to close your trade and run. I said it literally. I said it, close and run away. And I said this thing on which day did I even say? Let me go to the chat and check. I can't check now. I said it, and then the next day, which is today, I came back to the chat and I saw that our SL has been taken. So I didn't. I kept my bias bearish all the week, and that is the problem. So if you trade 2 hour, this is decent for you. But me, I take 3 hour. So once price moves 2 hour and I'm seeing rejections, I will break even immediately. I'm not the one doing all those nonsense. So once I see it, I close. I don't even like break even. Once price start rejecting coming to my, I close. So the reason why this guy was buying, it is obvious. It is obvious. This guy is bullish. You can see it is bullish. So all this thing that happened here is obviously a range. He came back, collected liquidity, and then started flying back up. Like I told you already, this sell side liquidity has been taken, and now you want to start continue the buying. So on Monday, our our entry model on this trade, I'll talk that one on Monday. But for now, on this USD JPY, we had a break even day on USD JPY. Remember, the first one was GU. We had TP hit on GU. The second one was NZD, GBP NZD. If you understand your entry models, at least you get one sell from this move, which I said this already. And then USD JPY, nothing. It is a break even on this guy. So there's a profit here, 3 hour here, that's 6 hour already. And then the third one, I hope it's GBP card. Yes, GBP card. So this guy, we've been holding this guy since last year. So I'm not sure, I'm not so sure that everybody can still hold this trade from last year. So this one is just there. I cannot call it a win trade for us this week. But then I called it last year, and then I held it till this guy, this 3 hour here. So now we're off with this guy, and then we're good. So on Monday, we'll know whether we're going to sell from this point, or he's just trying to trap us and continue selling and continue buying. So on Monday, that will be discussed. But for now, we are waiting. So for this guy, another 3 hour, making it to be what? 9 hour. GBP USD 3 hour, GBP NZD 3 hour, USD JPY, BE, break even. This one here, TP, of course, the trade was from last year. And then on gold, definitely trade on gold. I think I did. Did I? Yes, I did. But I did not. What I called on gold was clean. Let me check. Let me not make mistake. Okay, next one was USD card, not even gold. Gold was my last. So on this guy, USD card, I said that price is coming, is going to come back to this point, and then we'll buy from here. But then it looked like price wasn't ready to buy. He's not buying anything. Nothing concerned him to buy. Sorry, nothing concerned him with coming back to this point. What did I do? I literally went back and found an entry and continued buying. Let me open up that up for you. So after I saw that, Even most of you on the call were nonsense by trying to catch nonsense by. But my own is just do your own. I'll just be looking at you. Like I said, follow the rules. It's very simple. If you mess it up, you mess up your trading system. It is all by yourself. Now you do yourself, will nobody do you. So go to 1 hour time frame. You are looking for what? Break of structure, liquidity, and buy. In all this structure where they here now, it is obvious. You can see it. It's clear. It is clear. It is clear. From this guy came down. This is your liquidity, higher high. He broke the structure. So now it has broken the structure. So now, after the structure broke, where is your liquidity after the structure broke? Of course, market wasn't there on Monday. Yes, it was there. It was there. On Monday, it was there. Market was somewhere here on Monday. On somewhere here on Monday. Somewhere here. Which day is Monday, sef? Is it not 5th of January? So candle will show it now. This is it. This 5th of January. This 5th of January. This 5th. So market price was somewhere here. So this one is obviously missed. But then this is your MSS, this place. So here now you're looking for liquidity and whatever. So this is fifth. Price did this and came back, and then broke above it and then came back. This is your clean buy. You can't tell me you didn't see it. You cannot tell me you did not see it. Let me open it up for you to see it very well. You can see I've told you this in about key levels most of the time, countless times. If price breaks a structure and leaves liquidity that is not even mitigated, this is a weak, broke a structure here. This is your liquidity here. Where is your entry? This is your clean entry. This breaker block now, is it not? And then from that point, you're taking your entry there, and your stop loss will be below this guy, but then you can make it to be on this guy, not to this week. This week is nonsense, not concern you, but then here is better. And your TP, come back, look at this guy. Where is your next high? Around this region. So your TP will be around this guy. Where is the body? Your TP will be around this guy, this place. But of course, it will be more than 3 hours. So if you've seen where you're going to, price is going way more up. Like I said already, all this liquidity will be taken out, but you don't just follow it to that place. What are you doing? You're following it with your own risk to reward. This is how many hour? From this point to this point is what? Is 3.9 hour. But you need 3 hour already. Take your 3 hour and get out. I don't want to use F word again this year, I beg. And then get out, you're good. Even if you want to use that guy, it's still fine. From this point, once you've gotten to 3 hour, you've broken even already, because you know in your head your TP have been hit. You just being here now, you're looking for more. Oliver, that's what you're doing right now here. So now, leaving your TP open with your BE here, you're now constantly on the chart, because once you see any pullback, you don't run. And then as God may have it, you don't see any pullback till 5 hour. So if you're risking one to make five, and you saw it and you not take your profit, I don't know what I would do for you. I don't know. I don't know. And then after that thing happened, 5 hour already happened. My problem is saying that this guy is going to buy, because I've given you a change of market structure from the low. So it doesn't have any problem again. It doesn't have anything to do with coming down to this low anymore. Nothing concerning this guy again with this low. This low here, now nothing concerning him again. Because it have obviously left you. Why did he leave it? Back test. You know why I left it. So this guy here have already mitigated this low. So coming back here again will be like another touch. So it's not coming back again. So he just came back, took out these liquidities, and mitigated from this guy here. That is it. So that's why it did not come back to this place again. So as you've seen your change of Ayo, good evening. I didn't talk about your your GBP NZD. You have hit TPO. No, it's not this one. Your GBP card. Yes, you have hit TP. So you didn't come to session on Monday. You didn't come on Friday last week. You didn't come all those ones. So you missed it. But then your trade have already hit TP. So that's it. Congrats. Bye bye. So as I was saying, I've already given you the direction. So this one now is the first entry. Now what are you looking for again? You're looking for the same thing you saw here, either from the OB or from the BB. That is order block and breaker block. And now you've seen something that this is the last place, which now you're looking for a what? You're looking for a break of structure. But price came back, started doing small level, you don't understand. You didn't just see me attack it immediately. No, I didn't just enter. I went to a lower time frame and then looked for the same thing. I did not see it here. I did not see it here, but I saw it here. What is that? Break of structure, liquidity, and POI. Let me open it up for you better so you can see it. You can't tell me you cannot see it here now. This is a sweep here for this low. This is a break of structure to this point. This is liquidity for you. And then this is the POI. So let me remove this. May not be like, remove this. So tell me that in all this price action, you did not see this pattern inside this place. I saw it today. It's not yesterday. Today, around 10, around 9 in the morning. I saw it. And I banked on it. I didn't even rush. I didn't even do anything serious. 3 hours and I'm out. 3 hours was somewhere here for me. I didn't put my SL this low. 3 hours was somewhere there for me. This place, and I was out. So during the news, I saw this one. And guess what is another thing? The same thing. If I've taken 3 hours here, 3.5, 3 hours, and I'm good, and then news want to happen, and I see I'm going to throw around. This guy is already bullish because this thing that happened here has shown me that I'm going to take it. But for you to still want to gamble it, this one is gamble, of course, because this trade is the main one that followed my plan. This one here is just you now trying to put your stop loss around here and then using this guy as your buffer for the news, not for anything, just for the news. And it played out fine. So the place you can start taking another trade now is not even from this point. It is after this guy has broken the structure from this place. Not this guy. This is not the break of structure. So now you're looking for, where's your liquidity? There's no liquidity. You know, the one that you can see is this one. As you can see, price thank you. But people that are doing oversabi, when they the game too much, they can say, oh, this single candle mitigation, this single candle pullback is my liquidity, and then they can now buy from this breaker here. Or you can still do it because it is simple mitigation. Oh shit, I'm talking about my mentorship. If you're my students here, you know about mitigation entry. Mitigation entry. Not even my student alone, self. Even Sabi girl students, they know these ones. Once your structure breaks and comes back to that zone, mitigation entry straight. From that point, you enter your SL can be somewhere here just to be generous, and then your TP 1:3, but 1:1, 1:3, and go back to this point. Where is your price? You see, so this is your next line of action from this end. So your TP will be somewhere here. So that will be on Monday. No, now have you seen how we just direction, we just only bias. We've gotten one entry here, another entry here, another entry here. So you don't have to just own only one entry model because price action changes. It's not just one. Price action changes. It's not just one. So you should own a lot of apparatus. You should own a lot of arsenal, a lot of entry models in your head. So as you're trading, you're looking at your chart. If this happens, I will do this. If this happens, I'll do this. It's just simple maths. It's simple maths. So that's how I got this one, and then I got this one. Yeah, I didn't get this one. I didn't take this one, of course, but I got this one and then this one. This one is obviously 3R. I didn't take more than, so 3R here, 3R there, and then finally for the last one on gold. I told you that day that gold is going to buy to the all-time high. I didn't lie about it. If you join my call on Monday and you are here, kindly tell them that I said it. I clearly said it. When did I say it? Our live was on Monday, 5th of January, which is around here. What did I do? Simple. I said that price has broken this place. And then for me, this can be my liquidity. The way I draw it that day, I use single candle mitigation self. That this can be my liquidity. And then if price comes in back here, something like that, that I will buy. And I did something like this. Something like this. Yes. Check Telegram channel is there. I'm not telling you what is not there. Check the Telegram. It's there. I posted it about gold. But now what happened? Is it really with that guy that I did it? I think it was with for this our candle now. So this break. Look, I think it was with this candle that I did it somewhere below here. And then the guy came and shanked us. Shanked us. He's not even here. So this one is even yesterday. This one left us immediately and go and went up. And I'm like, normally this trade would have triggered me if if you remember when I talked about breakout and entry. I talked about it. Once once price breaks your higher time frame perspective, something like this, like I said, I'm not doing mentorship. Price is trading like this, like this, like this, like this, and breaks. Once it breaks like this and comes back here, continue buying. Simple. I said it the other time. It is called reclaimed. It should be reclaimed. The reclaimed block or something. Yeah. So once it happens, you're good. So as you can see, this guy broke not from this week on this week 4 hour time frame. He broke it. Your entry is already there looking at you. Once price comes back here, you are in. And did he come back? Yes, he did. I think this guy took this trade. Zilla. Yes, Zilla took this trade. He did. From here to here to there to there to there to there to there to there. But this is not this is 4 hours. I can't take this trade from 1 hour. So 1 hour to make your risk smaller. From 1 hour, your SL is now somewhere here. Zilla took this trade. Zilla took this trade. This is 5 hour. But you can see on Monday it was rusty. Zilla took this trade. And then again, I saw a sell here. Immediately, like I saw a sell and I took it. I think I left that sell at around 2 hour. I didn't hold it to this place. I left the sell around 2 hour. The sell, I saw the sell, I took it. I even told, if Wisdom is on this call, Wisdom can talk. I told Wisdom about it. I didn't hold to 3 hour, but then Zilla took this sell too. You can see this one now is ski levels. This one, this sell is ski level, but this one is obviously the normal entry that I've taught you guys about. And then today, around 8 a.m., I saw this one. I'll not lie, I saw it on the 5 minutes time frame. I didn't even go 5 minutes time frame. I was just like that. I was trying to buy, but I didn't see anything that I can hold on to. And I looked around here, I didn't see anything. I saw this one, I'm like, whoa, this is a nice one. Why? This is a liquidity lying here, and then this other block is here. I just put my entry here and left it. But I'm like, I want to trade this account on that good foreign account I told you guys about. The one I bought, the 5K account that I bought. But it triggered without setting my limit, and I don't want to trade news on it. So I just read about the rules this night that you can trade news for the fact you entered the trade 5 to 10 minutes, I'll be something like that before that news happened. So that's how I missed this guy. Had it been that I read that news, that what is it called? That rule and understood it very well, this trade would have been my trade for the week. Because risking $50 here on that 5K account have given me loosely $200. So next week you can pass the account. But it's still not a bad week after all. So this one today, and then this ones during the week. So it's not just about waiting for counselor or whatever. No, you can't just wait for me. The only thing for you to do is, once I'm teaching about something, your own is to go and learn about it. Learn it. Hone the idea in your head. Learn it and hone the idea. Once you've done that, you've conquered like 80% of it. But your own now is just to get idea from counselor and then go and look for your entry and cook. Do you get? So that is it. It's not that hard. And then this last one. So generally this week, the one I called out, for example, GBP USD, I called the buy on Monday morning around 8. Before 10, we've already hit our TP 3 hour. So this is a TP for us. This one, you figured it out yourself. I didn't call it, but I gave you the direction, of course. This one is a BE. GBP card is a TP, courtesy of IO, and from last year when we called it. But then this one triggered this year, December 31st. Okay, last year still. So we called it last year, but it triggered this year. So it's still a decent trade. And it's a TP. And gold, I called the buy, but there's no entry for me to give you guys. And then USD card, I called direction, but there's no entry for me to give you guys. So this is how it was. If you have any question, or if you took any of the trade we called, drop chat on the chat. Drop just how much did you make from the trade I called this week? Say it on the chat. How much did you make from the trades I called this week from the channel? Yes, it's free, but if you don't take the trades, it's just as good as you're wasting my effort. So did you take anyone? How much did you make? Tell me on the chat. So next thing is, like I promised, I don't know how to make this, but I'll be putting it alongside with our sessions, like showing you guys the prop account that I told you about. Remember, the idea is this. You said you don't have money. And then this is me telling you, bro, you don't really need money to start trading. I've shown you how to make free points on Profit Match. I've told you how to make extra income on Profit Match. I've told you literally all those. And now I told you again that I'm going to buy an account. I'm going to buy an account and I will pass it. I'll buy an account. I will pass it. Literally pass the account, show you everything, and tell you that you can start from zero. That is the idea behind me doing this. And as you can see now, I just opened the trade. Let me close it because the market will close very soon, so I don't get stressed. Good. So I've closed it now. So all of you can see my dashboard. This account is roughly 25,000 naira. So you cannot say the whole of this month will come in, you don't have 25K. So I want to show you that with this, you can start your trading journey. Once you've gotten your normal mentorship, or you've gotten the person that you think that calls the best setups, your own is just to, if you don't have the time, leverage on the ones that you have. There are free channels out there to go and get signals from. Yes, you can. I'm not telling you it must be counselor. No, just have your risk management in check and you can do it yourself. So let me show you everything when we started and how we have come this far. So this is the account which I got. I got this account. How much? I've already said the amount. And I opened my first trade on this account on the 6th of this month. I didn't take trade yesterday. I didn't take on Thursday. I took one this night just for the trading days. I never knew trading days is a thing. So I'm trying to use the best trades to pass the account. I'm very selective on my funded account. And this is what I want to show everybody. I want to show everybody how it's done. So I'm going to be showing you guys this account every day. On Monday, I'll show you how it is if I start the day. And then on Friday again, I'll show you. So this is the trades. The average win rate is 66.7. As our average win rate. Did I lose any trade I took? I don't know for good funded share. But like you said, average win rate 100. So why is this one 66? Why is one 66? People are seeing it though. So I don't know. That is on them. But for now, this is the what is it called? This is the progress of the account. Yes, that's the word. This is the progress of the account. So you can go and do this. Like I said, you can go and do this. You cannot say that you have me throughout last year. My overall RR last year was 360 something. So if you took my trade, I'm risking $1, it's not possible. Maybe $5 to $10 the whole year. You should be making risk $10 times 360 something. That's $3,000 for the year. It's a big money. And then let's say you paid me last year, I was charging $50. On weekends, I charge 50,000 naira for entries. Let's say you pay me 50K times 12. Wow, that's 600,000. That's big. 600,000 times 12. 600K. You paid 600K for the signals and you made 3,006 just by risking $10 times 365. You made 3,600. That's 3,600 times 1 4, just 1 4, not even 150. That's 5.1 million. And then you spent 600,000 on signals. You made 4.5 million for the year. That is not a bad thing. You're just risking $10. But guess what? Using goat funded, you're not risking $10. 5K account, you are risking more than $10. You are risking $50 for 1%. You are risking $25 for what? For 0.5%. So do the math. So if you're risking $25 and then make that kind of win rate for the end of the year, that is how much? That's $9,000. The profit firm take 20% and then your own is 80%. 80% of $9,000 is what? $7,300. How much is that in naira? That is almost 10 million, 10.2 million. So you don't need all this money you are shouting for. I keep telling you people, you are not broke. You just think that you need $1 million to start trading forex. My brother, you don't. And I'm going to use this account to show you guys that you don't. This is the account 5. You don't have business with other accounts. Just this one I want you to see. This is the account I want you to see. So this is the phase one evaluation, and this is the profit split, 80%. So anything you make here, 80% is your own. So why are you looking for to borrow money from someone? Why? So I think I've done the best I'll do for you guys. If you want to buy the account, there's still an offer running here. The offer is 40% off, but don't use this offer. Don't use this offer. Go to Profit Match. I dropped the link for you people. Go to Profit Match. The offer will give you extra 5%. That is 45%. Go to Profit Match. Let me share the screen and show you guys before the call ends. I'm already tired. So no question. Nobody. You cannot see anything as well. I'm seeing my screen now. Which one you cannot see anything? Can you see my screen? I'm seeing it on my phone now. See me. Let me know if you're not seeing anything now. because me, I can see it. Adetoro can see it too, so I don't know. I think it's from your end. So, like I said, everything you need is here. This is less than 23,000 naira. You can get it and they start from there. You can't. Ha. Let me stop sharing. So, for you to get the other discount, you go to Prop Match. Prop Match. I'm going to share the screen right now. Prop Match. And once you go to Prop Match, you can see my screen now. Yeah. So you go to Goat Funded. Where is Goat? Where is Goat? Where is Goat? Goat is like look at it. Number one, Funding Pips, Fivers, Alpha Capital, E8, Funded Nest, Maven. I never rated Mavens though, but then they're trying. Bright Funded and then Goat Funded. So click on Goat Funded and then go down, go down, go down, go down. Read everything you want to read about them. And then using this, go to that place. Using this code, you are taking 45% off. But if you go back to this guy, if you go back to their website, it is 40% off. So you see, that small money that is off is something. And guess what? I've already made my analysis on this account. Had it been I took all trade I called on this channel on this account. Remember, we took a trade from US GBP USD 3 hour. If I took that trade, I'll stop out at 4 hour. That's $200. I took a trade on gold. If I took that trade and didn't leave it, I'll be out with $300. That is how much? Sorry, $200 again. That's 400. We took a trade again on GBP card. If I took that trade, that is another $150. I've passed the account. So this account would have been passed this week. But I was just being selective. You understand? So let's say that this is the whatever everything you need to know. Phase one is 5%, sorry, 10%. Phase two is 5%. So this week I've passed. And now, Funded Nest, their payout, it is always 21 days. But I read this one, it is not 21 days. It is bi-weekly. Where is that payout something? Look at it. The payout, it is bi-weekly. Bi-weekly meaning every profit I make, I can take it every 2 weeks. So I don't have to wait for a whole 21 days, a whole month for it to activate. So this is something that you can give it a try. If you lose 20K, you will not die. So stop crying for capital and start with where you are. Start with what you have and then start growing from there. Any money you make, 80% is your own, 20% is their own. If you make $200, if you make $100, I want to withdraw that $100 like that. They'll give you $80. You collect $80 and then they take 20. That $80, you can divide it into two and use $40 and buy another account. That is the way you start growing. But then I'll show you the proof with this one I'm doing. So if you have any question, drop it in the chat. I have less than 10 minutes and I'm out. So that is it. If you have any question, drop it on the chat and I'll answer your questions. So I've shown you guys my 5K account. No trades on it this week. Also, I just want to activate them, make the trading days complete. So next week, if I see one good trade, I can risk 2% on it and then 5 hour. 2% is $100 and then 5 hour is account passed. But I want to be realistic on that account. I don't want to go aggressive. So I want to be realistic on the account. So that's basically it. So no question. No question. So that's it. So this week, let's calculate our win rate. Our win rate this week On this one, we made, I cannot say 5R, I'll keep it at 3. We made 3R on GBP USD. Calculate it with me. Oh. We made 3R on GBP USD, the one I gave. On GBP NZD, if you rugged enough, you make 3R here. But I'll not count it because I did not give it as as an entry. But I gave the buyer. So if you look for a sell from that point, or from that January 5th, you would have seen an entry. So, but then I'll not count it as mine. This one, I called this one, of course, but then is a break even. Break is not a break even, no, because I said close. I didn't say break even. I said close. But I know PU people. I'll just call it a break even. So everybody will sleep well at night. And then GBP card is a complete take profit hit. Is a take profit hit 3R. So plus 3 because I called it, of course. On gold, I did not call all these entries, but if you figure it out, no problem. So I'm not going to journal it for you. I called the direction, of course. I called the direction by doing this and that. Your own night was to go and look for entry there and do your thing. But I'll not blame you. No problem. I didn't give you the entry. So I'll not count it as the journal. I'll not put it inside the journal. And then finally, the USD card. I gave you the direction of how it is going to buy, but I did not call these entries for you. So no problem. So which means this week we made only 6R. 6R. What does that mean? If you are risking, if you have a 5K account like me, that I'm using for this experiment, you are risking how much? You're risking $50. So that means at the end of this week, at the end of this week, you made how much? You made $300. You are risking, your risk is how much? 50. And you got 2 TPs, which is 6R. Remember that TP pass, so that TP passes GBP. GBP USD gave us almost 10R, but just leave it like that, just to be like to be realistic. And then one break even, which is USD JPY. That's 0R, no profit made. Profit was made. Our break even not hit. I said run. I said close your trade, but leave it at 0, no problem. So now, and you have a 5K account, right? A 5K account, 1% is $50. $50 times 3. That is what? 150. So you made relatively $300 this week from a 5K account that you bought with 23,000 naira. No problem. Let's call this one a what? A phase one account. So next week you pass it. I have a student that have a phase two account. If that student was on this call this week, he would have made how much? 300, which means he has passed phase two because phase two needed only what? Only 250 to pass. That's 5%. And then next week now, any profit he makes, he can withdraw. So it is that simple. So people are asking me, why did I call all these trades? The one that I took, why did I call it inside? Hello, ma. Hello, sir. I've given you enough. I cannot give you everything. If I come on the live call and see a direct entry sell or buy like this, I see the one this, like this GBP that I called on Monday. Take it the way it is and enjoy. If I give you a direction and you want me to call you the entries for you, you have to pay for that. And like I said already, this weekend, it's not only this weekend. If you cannot afford the main money, just wait on the weekend, which you can pay 50% discount. That is everything I can do for you. And yes, I'm no longer doing mentorships. I'm no longer doing mentorship, but it looks like now that I said I'm no longer doing mentorship, that is when all of you people wake up and ask me for mentorship. So mentorship means teaching group of people. I am no longer doing that. But if you really want me to teach you to mentor, oh, I'm not even sharing my screen. Shit, nobody even told me this one. Oh shit. So if nobody, what was I saying before, Seth? If you clearly do not want to advance yourself, you want to learn from me by force, it is clearly on private mentorship. And I'm sorry, it's not cheap. So if you can afford that, go for it. But if you can't, just stay here and enjoy the calls that you see. As you see it, take it, risk appropriately. Risk appropriately. Risk appropriately. I think I'm done. I've shown you the account that we're trading, the 5K account. I've shown you how it is now. And then see you on Monday, 8 a.m. If you miss the 8 a.m. call and enter, just go to my channel and rewatch it and see the entries. Or just go to the channel on YouTube, on Telegram, and take the trade calls that are there. And then the buyers, go to that place, look for your entry for yourself, and then make money from those calls. I believe you got some values. If you're on this live, give me a like. I'm just seeing just 0 likes. If you enter the call immediately, just click the like button. Nothing will happen to your hand. Nothing will happen to your hand. I've said it before. Once you enter, just give it the like. I didn't say share. Just like it, comment, and then others will see it. Thank you very much. And if you found value in the session, if you found value, kindly give me value on the chat, and then have an awesome night. And then enjoy your weekend. Thank you very much, and have a good night.